Hi, my name's John Morgan, auctioneer, specialist valuer and business development manager at Sheffield Auction Gallery. £30 anywhere for a door, any interest at all at 30, any interest at all.
Hi, my name's James Mettam. I work in the toy and coin department here at Sheffield.
In the world of modern auctioneering, you'll find there are 4 ways to bid. The very traditional way of turning up, viewing the items and sitting in the sale in front of the auctioneer. You can ask to book a telephone line, so you're still in the room, but via one of our clerks. Thirdly, you can leave the bid with us and one of our clerks will act as your agent with your commission bid. But today, the world of auctioneering is dominated by the internet and most of the room is now sat at home bidding via their laptops.
The highlights for us here at Sheffield Auction Gallery, especially within the coin department, is finding good single coins. Examples of that I saw recently at auction would be the Henry VIII Testoon, which hammered at £9,600, and also a Alexander the Great gold stater, which hammered at £2,500.
As an auctioneer, we have to stand in the middle. On one side, I have the buyer. On the other, the seller. The great difference is the seller wants the best price, the buyer wants the lowest price. And that is where the auctioneer's art comes together. Because what we try and do is bring those two things together by driving the best price. We are not the buyer, we are just the independent middleman. So, as a seller, the opportunity to bring your item to the widest market possible, principally these days driven by the internet, that is what the auctioneer can do for you. As a buyer, we bring you things that you may not be able to find elsewhere in the market or is not generally available. As an auctioneer, we create a level playing field for all buyers, from the humblest to the richest, and you can all compete head to head without anyone knowing who you are. As a seller, your options are quite broad. Sell it to a friend, a neighbour who knows much, a dealer found in the local paper. But as an auctioneer, we will bring all these people together and they will have to compete against each other to drive you the best price possible. There's no hidden agenda, just a single goal. But in life, everything has a cost. We're situated in a new building. We employ 26 people with all the associated bills. We catalogue, estimate, value and sell your item. And for that, there is a premium. To a seller, it is 17.5%. To a buyer, it is 18.5%. And people sometimes think that those fees are unfair. But let me assure you, there are no Aston Martin drivers stood here.
A coin you may have heard of, the British Gold Sovereign, first introduced in 1817 and still going strong to this day. A standard sovereign at auction would have a value of around £180 to 220, whereas the 1989 sovereign, that would sell at auction for anything between £500 and £800, and that's purely to do with the low mintage from that particular year and also the different design on the reverse. The other extreme is a 2002 4-coin sovereign set containing the £5 coin, the double sovereign, the sovereign and half sovereign, that would sell at auction at a price approaching £2,000.
You've heard James talk about what to look for at auction, but there are also things that we really don't want to see at auction. And one of them is all that loose change you bring back from your holidays. Please just go back and exchange it for a few pounds and enjoy a night out. It does not sell. For those of you who are thinking about attending an auction, ours or anywhere else for the first time, here are just a few things to think about. First, go and view the items you're interested in, and view them well. Anyone who goes to a sale and thinks they can view everything is a real pro. Sales can have up to 1,000 lots. It would take you all day and more. So read the catalogue and understand what it is you're interested in. Second, if you're unsure, ask. There are nearly always auction staff available to help you. If you're unsure about the history or the identity of an item, they'll do their best to guide you through what they have on offer at that sale. 3, if you know your product and you're unsure about what you see at the sale, stay unsure. There is nothing worse than driving home with something you regret you bought. Remember the 4 ways to bid? Well, some of them have an additional cost. If you come to the sale itself, it's your time. If you bid via the internet, the provider of that internet service may charge you an additional commission. If you leave a commission with the auctioneer, they usually will not charge you to do that. Most importantly, know the limit you want to pay. It's called auction fever, and that's one fever you do not want to catch. And this is one of my hidden tips. Condition, condition, condition. Condition will always drive price. Please ensure that you know the condition of the item you are buying. Like the rest of the world, the auction game is full of jargon. And here are a few of the words and phrases you'll hear often and you may be unsure what they mean. An auction description is what the auctioneer believes an item is. But beware, it doesn't always say what the condition is. A commission bid is when you leave your instruction with the auctioneer to buy on your behalf. A condition report is an additional part of the description that you can ask the auctioneer for that will give you additional details about a particular lot which may not appear in the catalogue. The catalogue is a list of all the items to be sold in a particular sale. A lot number is a number given to each item or group of items in the sale and refers to the order in which they will be sold and what is included in the item or items you are trying to buy. The hammered price does not refer to the amount the auctioneer drank the night before, but the price at which the auctioneer brought the hammer down during the auction. The estimate is what the auctioneer believes an item will sell for. But be aware, auctioneers don't know everything and the item may sell for many times that estimate. Commission is any additional charges you as a buyer and or a seller may have to pay before you're able to take the item away. So always be clear as to how much they are and do they include VAT. Sold. It's quite simple. You've bought it. We've got some commission interest here and I already have the 28 elsewhere, £25 on a maiden commission, are we all done? £25 on a maiden commission, any more?